Hey, so the World Ginger back with another video. I'm going to make this as short as possible. It's how to find a house in Lisbon, what to expect, how much does it cost. In my experience of living here for 2 months now, I found out various different things. So let's get going. What I would suggest you do when you first move here is to get an Airbnb, because everything's provided for you. You can get a place to yourself and you can just chill out and use that time to explore and get settled. There is a referral link down below for Airbnb. I'll get you $50 off your first stay. I got a place for a month for $4.50 I believe, and it had really fast internet, everything that I needed, and it was like 30 minutes walk away from the very centre of Lisbon, or 7 minutes by the underground. So it's pretty alright, it's pretty good. But yeah, I would suggest you do that and get yourself to as many meetups as you can. That's a great way to kind of meet new people and just really get a feel for the area and how things work. So going back to the houses, so I'm renting a house now. I've got it for about $5.50. It is in an area called Compleed, which is next to Aguado Park, and it's also just about 15-20 minutes run away from the national park, which is Monte Santo. I've destroyed that pronunciation. So you do have that, but you know, if you want a house in the centre, how much is it going to cost? When I said the centre, I mean the very centre. You know, Barrio Alto, Alfama, Gaza, Caixoba. There you are looking probably, I would say, for example, one of my friends I've met, he's paying €800 for an apartment by himself, and it doesn't have a washing machine. So I'm a bit like, wow, that's a lot of money to pay without having a washing machine. So if you're in the very centre, look to pay $7.50, $8.50. If you're maybe in other parts, say like Australia, is very popular, very nice area, but again it's a little bit on the pricey side. But it's a really nice area, so a little bit further out, as I say, 20 minutes walk away from the very centre. The rents, you're more looking at like $5.50 to $6.50 for a one-bedroom apartment, you know, not a studio. There are lots of things that I found when I was looking at houses that were studios that were just one room, and no, I couldn't imagine myself just being in one room, you know, having the kitchen and the bed in the same room. It's not good for your mental health. So I was originally in an area called Azul, and that was next to, well, it was kind of in between Park, Underground Station, and Marcos de Bommel, which is next to Aguado Park. Really nice area. Kind of near the university, so it was quite nice, and I got that Airbnb originally for $4.50, and that was amazing, really. So the apartment I've got is just over across the road from the park. It's $5.50, and one thing I have noticed about rents, they will ask you for like anywhere between 3 to 5 months rent in advance, and that is a normal thing. So just watch out with that. Because, you know, I kind of expected maybe a month or two, but no, it's a bit more, and you need a guarantor in some places, someone who is Portuguese, who's a resident. So if you don't, then that's when you're going to start paying 5 months rent in advance to get an apartment. I was lucky because I got my apartment for a friend who, the landlord had a house where they live, and he had another house, so I got him down from 2.5 months to a month and a half. So quite lucky there, really, to do that. So get yourself on Idealista to check out some houses. All the links are down below for all this stuff. Idealista is great. You can just search for new adverts posted that day. Just filter out just only the adverts that have been posted on that day. Do it every day. Get ringing them as soon as possible, because it's very, you know, they go really quickly. Get yourself a free SIM card. I've made a video about that as well. That's down below. Get yourself a Portuguese number as soon as possible. Get yourself a way of contacting people, because it's important. Because don't rely on emails because they take too long. So yeah, I'm just kind of cautious of the time of the video. I don't want to make it too long, but I think that's really all the notes that I've made down. Is oh, there was one more thing as well. It seems to be like when you ask for a contract, they only say it's going to last for 2 years. They can't rent for more than 2 years, which is, I found that quite a common thing, and I don't really understand why. Maybe I should have asked. So I'm going to dig around and try and find out why that is. Maybe it's because I'm not a resident, perhaps, but they didn't ask, so how would they know? After thinking about that, I am going to, I'm looking into the starting the residency process as well, because I've just got the tax number, the fiscal number. If you want to check out my video of that as well, that's down below. I might as well just make a whole guide of what to do, right? So that's it, that's the first step, and then you apparently have to live somewhere for a year, then you can get the ball rolling. I'm going to do some more research into it. I'm going to make a video about becoming a resident of Portugal, because good old blighty England is going out of the EU very, very soon, so I'm kind of thinking, well, eventually I want to be a resident somewhere else in the world, and if I can do that with living at a place for a year, which I'm kind of planning to anyway, then let's see. Yeah, so I think that's it. Just bear in mind stuff that I've said, and if you've got any questions, if you've got any things that you want to add, just let me know. The next video, yeah, a couple of videos coming up about residency, and what else? Let's see. What other videos have I got coming up? I've got quite a few ideas. I did the one about getting your tax number, becoming a person in the eyes of the government. Check that down below. And of course, so I'll have one coming up about residency, but also I'll have one coming up about co-working space as well, which is kind of important. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for them, and yeah, help me out, use the referral links down below. Cool, alright, see you in the next one.